Okay, fine. So yesterday class we have seen one package where we have developed some conditional split, all those things, right? So today we will see some other session, some other transformations and some other different source and different destinations. Okay. So first, before starting anything, first we need to understand what is exactly the requirement. Okay. So today's requirement will be like this actually. Let me open something. Okay. Okay, fine. So today's requirement is I have some Excel sheet. So this is my source actually. This is some Excel sheet and this is my source. I have some few records in my Excel. So this source I need to be send it to destination. My destination is table here. Okay. Whatever the records here are there, all those records I need to send it to my destination, which is nothing but my table here. Source is Excel, destination is table. If needed, I will apply some transformation in between this. Okay, what are the transformation we can apply? We will see practically. Okay, so this is my requirement. Let's start this. The same thing we will implement here.
Right now, table is SQL, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
so let's take some new package here. Go to the exercise packages, right click, then we will find some new exercise package. So here we have some other options. I will tell you once today's class or next coming sessions. Okay, but try to take this new exercise package. Okay, package 3 is there. In this, I am taking one data flow task here. Double clicking every time. First, go to the source. So first thing is, what is my source here? Excel. Okay, Excel source is done. What is my destination? Table, OLEDB table. Okay. First connectivities. Let's make the connectivities to the source and destination. Double click. It is asking where is your Excel. So I have in my folder I'm having some Excel here. I'm taking that one. What are the columns available in that? I'm having some three sheets in that. So in that I'm taking the input as a first sheet. Sheet 1. Let me open this one. Okay. Let me first open the Excel how the format it is. Let's check this one first. Uh, Lakshmi, are you able to hear now?
Yes, this is, yeah,
Okay,
I'm joining. One
okay,
second.
okay, good. Okay. So I'm taking the source as an input Excel, right? So I'm just looking what are the source how it is. I have an Excel in the sheet 1. I have these are the columns available. Serial number, some name, age and location is there. This is the header and these are the records available in my Excel. So this is my source. So this source I want to send it to my destination. Okay, source is Excel, destination is table. Okay, let's do move it to the destination here. So I have taken the source here. My destination, connect this to the destination. It is asking where is your server and table, which table you want to send it. It is asking. Okay, in some, I will take some dev here. There is an existing table, or you want to create some new table. As we doing the first time, right? We'll take some new table here. So I will give some new table, Excel output, mapping. Okay, everything is mapped. Good. So my source and my destination is connected successfully. So when I do the transfer, when I start the executing this package, my source data should be come to my destination. Okay, this is what the requirement. It's a simple requirement. Let's start executing the package. So all 5 records are came to my destination. Okay, let's check in my database. I have taken dev database, right? So in this some Excel output, right? Okay, good. Select star from Excel output. Dev database. I'm executing this one. See. So the data has came successfully from source to destination. Serial number, name, age, and location. Okay, fine. So this is how the simple requirement when we got from Excel to table. Okay. So on top of this, we will add one simple transformation here. Okay. What is my transformation which I am going to add here is, so if you look at the data, the serial number, if you look at this, we have some duplicate records. If you see the 4 and 5, we have some same records, right? And if it is, see, it is not in a order. Serial number, it is starting with 3, 2, 1, something is there. I want the data should be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want the duplicates also. Simply when I am loading from the source itself, I want to take care of all these things. Means it should be in a sorted order, and the duplicate should be removed.
Distinct.
Distinct. Good. So let's try this one, how we can do this. I'm taking the same package. So in the control flow, I am adding one more thing here, execute SQL task. Why? Because so whenever I load this table, I want to do the truncate actually. Truncate table name. Okay. So I'm just using this SQL command in the execute SQL task. I'm just trying to keep the same thing here. The execute SQL task, just make a connectivity here, which server and which database, and provide the simple statement here. Whichever the statement we have taken, that needs to be given here. Okay, just copy paste here. Truncate table name. Okay, and try to make this bypass prepare true is false. Okay, that means why it is means when we pass the query, so that the syntax it will be checked here. Let's see. Means passed query successfully. It means our SQL syntax which we have given is working fine. Okay. So we can give some name here. Truncate table. Okay. We can give like this. The parameters result set we'll see. Why? Because sometimes we cannot give directly the query also. We can pass some parameters also. So we'll see in the coming session. But as of now, a simple execute SQL task. Connectivity, just connection type is OLEDB, and connection is this server, and I'm using dev database, and this is my direct statement. Okay, we have some more options here. I will explain you one by one. Okay, here I am giving the direct input, means the statement I am pasting directly here. Okay, connect here to here means once first task is completed, then go to the next task. In my next task, what it is, the source to destination. Okay, so what we have discussed, we want to do some sorting and removing this one, right? So I will take some transformation here called sort. Okay, first source to sort, then sort to destination. Okay, in the sort, it is saying was on which column you want to make a sort. I will take serial number. Okay, and see, here we have one more beautiful option called remove rows with duplicate sorted values. Means if anything is got duplicate records, then simply remove that one in the sorting itself and send it to the destination. Means we are eliminating the records which are having some duplicates. So to do this one in the SQL, we have to write queries, right? In the SSIS simple option, just remove the duplicate sorted values. Okay, good. So as of now, what is the data here? We have 5 records. In that, one is duplicate and serial number is in not order. Now our expected output is some 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on this same table. Now what happens is first it will truncate the table, the first task. Then again it will start loading from Excel to destination. Okay, let's execute this one. Both are successful. If you see from Excel, the 5 records are came to the sort. But what sort transformation has done, it has sorted and sent only 4 records. Why? Because it has one duplicate record. Okay, let's go and check from this database. Got it? So this is our expected output. So this is how in the real time the data should be loaded. Here I have taken one few records actually, so to for better understand. But when we are loading some millions of data, so we need to be take care of all the data in the initial stage itself. Means while taking the source to destination, try to remove unnecessary data, make it is in a sorted order. So make it as a proper information so that the next level can be very easy to handle. Okay, so this is the one way of doing the Excel tool table here. Save it. On top of this we can add some annotations here. Okay, what does this annotation means? Add annotations, we have one option here. Okay, I will show you this one. Means what does it do is it will simply says taken source which is nothing but some comments here. Okay, so in the real time we need to follow all these standards. I'm just giving a simple comment which we have done. Okay, and try to give the proper naming convention here. So that is the Excel input. What is the table name or Excel name it contains, some EMP. Here we can give the sort. Here we can give some proper naming conventions. So we have given some Excel output, right? Okay. So like this, if you develop any package, we need to follow all these standards so that if anybody in future, if they open this package, they need to understand what exactly this package is doing. In every step we need to be understand all these things. Means, okay, this is the source they have taken, so in this it is having some 4 records and with some duplicates. Like this, you can, annotation can be anything. It's a simple comment which can be easily understand. So providing a information in the package level itself, giving all the details in the package and following the some standards. Okay, these are all the real time where you can find all these standards need to be followed. Okay, like this, every package should be continued. So in our practicing session you need to do all these things. So while training I may not be continue with all these things, but these are the standards which we need to be follow when we are doing some real time work. Okay, we'll make some package 3, right? We have done some package 3. I will rename it as some Excel loading. Okay, now this is about the Excel loading. So any doubts in this, so that I can go with the some other requirement?
No.
Okay,
No, it's clear.
so
Yeah.
okay, fine. So my next requirement is, so I have some other requirement. So how we can do all these things? Let me explain you. So I have some flat file as source. This is my source. This is a flat file. Or better, we'll take a table for better understanding. Let's say this is I have one table here. This is my source and this is the table. So I'm having some few records in my table. So I want to make this table data into different outputs. The same data. There is no change in the data. So I want to make the same output into the, means same input. I want to make it as any different outputs without changing any records. Did you got my point? There is a one table having few records. So same records I want to send it to one destination, which can be some flat file. Okay, same records I need to send it to the first file, second file, third file and fourth file. At a time I want to do all these things in a one package. I want to do all these things: source table, destination as in a flat file, but all the records I have to send at a time to all the destinations at a time. Okay, sometimes the requirements will be like this. So let's see how we can implement this one.
All the destinations at a time means, are you saying that the same data in all the 4 files?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Let's say
you're not splitting the data, right?
no, I'm not splitting. Same copy
Okay.
of, let's say I'm having here 10 records. So first file contain 10 records, here also 10 records, here also 10 records, here also 10 records. Are the
Okay.
four destinations have the same copy of the data?
Okay.
Let's try to implement this. I will take again one new package here, some data flow task, which is common. Double click, first source. Let's take the source which we have taken as OLEDB source, means which is some table here. First connect the source here. In AdventureWorks, let's take some new table. Dim currency I'm having. What are the columns available? I have 3 columns. Okay. So now let's see the how many records are there in the dim currency. Select star from dim currency. So I'm having some 105 records I'm having. Got it? So when I do this package, same 105 records, it has to be go to the 4 files. Same copy of records. Let's see. For that, we need a one transformation called multicasting. Okay. What it will do? It will take the source. There is nothing in this multicasting. Simply expected outputs, how many are there? Just connect it to the output here. First output, connect to this. Second output, again connect to this. I have third output, again connect this. I'm having fourth output, connect to this. So what multicast is doing, taking the same copy into the multiple outputs. Okay, there is no conditions to be applied here. Simply connect to the source, connect to the destinations. That's it. What it will do, it will take the copy of the source to the different tables at different destinations at a time. Okay, let's create our destinations first. New delimited. Here delimited, I am giving the comma separated, means when my output has came, the output will be separated, every column is separated with comma. If you want to make it some fixed width, if you want to make some other, you can try yourself. Okay, let's try with the delimited as of now. You can try when you are practicing with this some other options. Okay, first copy. I am creating the file here. These are the columns available. Just click OK and do the mapping. Okay, this is my source, this is my destination. Currency key is mapped to the currency only, alternate to alternate, name to name. So the first one is ready now. Now we will create the second copy here. Means this is the second destination we are going to create here. Column names, we have forgotten this one. Column names in the first data row. Click this one. Mappings. Every time we need to the mappings. In the first we have okay. Let's go with the third destination. Create if you want. Create. I'm creating the third copy. Means this is a destination file I am going to create. Mappings. So all are done. Let's make it as in some format here. So this is how it will be. Let's try to execute this one. If you see, my source is sending 105 records to the multicasting. What this multicasting is doing? Sending the same copy of records to all the destinations. First destination 105, here 105, all these 105 records are sent to the same destinations. Okay. Let's open these files, how it is record. First copy. Okay. Second copy. You have data. Third copy. Okay, data is fine. Fourth copy. Okay. This is how we'll implement the multicasting options. Okay. The same data we want to make it to the duplicate, means see here the same records are coming to the different destinations but with the same data. Okay, in that case we can use the multicasting. Got it?
And in what scenario this multicasting will be useful? Because if the destination files are in Excel or flat file or the general types of files we are using, then we can directly copy and paste, right? I mean, we can create multiple copies, right? And why do you do multicasting only with this one? What is the use?
Yeah, see sometimes what happens is we want to send the same data to the different tables. Why? Because these tables can be useful for the different purposes actually. Okay, so that instead of doing the multiple operations on the same sources, we can do in the, let's say, what is the main advantage here is, if I want to send the same source to the same destination, if you look into our first package, we have created one single package, right?
Hmm.
But here we are sending the 4 destinations in a one package itself. If you observe this, I have say there is a one requirement. I have to send the source to the some 4 different tables here. So for that, what I am doing in the first package, one source, one destination. So to do not repeating the 4 packages, I have created a single package where I can connect a single source to the multiple destinations. Why? Because it reads the data only one time. The source is read only one time and destination is created 4 times. It is sending the destination by reading the source as an if only one time. Got my point?
Yeah.
So we are removing the, we are doing all this into a single package. In the first package, if you observe, the same task is done in the one package with one source and one destination. Here one source, multiple destination, means reading the source only one time and sending the destinations in a 4 times, means we have eliminated the all this reading the source 4 times. Got it?
Yeah. My doubt was like, yeah, we'll read the source once, but these files, I mean, like flat files, Excel files, they are all desktop readable files, right? You don't have to open like SQL or BI tool for that. So we can, suppose if you have created one file, then we can create copies of that even without using the application, right? I mean, is it useful for any other different type of files that are not accessible by the desktop applications? You got my point?
Yeah. See, sometimes the requirements every time for better understanding, I'm giving these examples actually. So
Yeah.
you can change this source and destination. Our source is somewhat like text file, flat file, okay? But I want to create a multiple destinations as in a tables, 4 tables, one flat
Yeah.
file, 4 tables. You can try that one also.
Oh, in SQL. Yeah,
SQL,
that's what I'm asking. Yeah,
okay?
that's what.
My source is one flat file actually, and I want to create 4 tables at a time. Means sending the 4 destinations table at a time. You can try that
Yeah,
one.
got it. Yeah.
Okay, in previous example also we have tried some Excel loading, right? So try to make a reverse mapping, means take a table as an source and destination as an Excel.
Oh, yeah.
That is also one requirement. Okay. So any doubts in this? I can, so that I can move on to the next thing.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So I will make it as an some multicasting here. I will take another package here. Now I'm going to use another requirement. So where I have something in a reverse actually. So till now we have seen the different outputs we have seen, right? Now we are going to see some uh, different, like I have 4 flat files here. These are all 4 flat files. And these are all source. Now I have one table here. So my requirement is all these source has to come to my destinations at a time in single package. All these 4 files data I want to load into the single table. Okay. So how we can achieve this one? By using, we have one thing called, one transformation is there where we can use it here, union all. Union all transformation is there where I can collect all the source of the source data, and I can union it and I can send it to the destination. Okay, let's see the practically, then we can easily understand. But my requirement is I am having some four flat files, and I want to send flat files data into one table by using a single package. Okay, let's try this one. I will take data flow task. So first source, right? Flat file source. From flat file source. Some flat file source. Some one common transformation which is nothing but union all. And one destination, our table destination. Okay, so now we have collected all those things. Let's fix all these things. First, one flat file source, which is let's take our previous example output itself. We have splitted some 4 copies, right? Let's try to take the all the copies of this data into one table. I will take this file. Here retain nulls means if you found any blank there, we can apply some null values. That's why we are ticking that option. We will take some third file. I'm taking the fourth file here. If you see here, we are missing some header here. Okay, let's try to copy that one. So it's still not coming the headers, right? So what we can do is just go to the connection manager. Here the columns we have seen this. Reset the columns here. Means it will refresh the connection again, once again. Means why? Because we have changed the something in the table. What we have changed? We have added some column header, right? So that column header should be reflected in our connection manager. Means just to refresh or reset the columns, automatically it will go and check what are the changes applied in the column. Okay. First copy in 4 copy connection also we found some issue, right? Let's see this one. Here if you see, the first record is showing as an actual record, but we have added one header, right? So reset the columns. See, now my columns has reflected here. Everything is fine now. Now just I am connecting to union all. Okay, so this is how we can use the union all. So what are the things we can do in this union all? Let's open this one. So here you can see what are the columns it is taking. So first input, this is the first column. In the second unit, this is the input, this is the second column here. Let me explain, open this one. So I have 4 files here and 4 columns here. So to do the union all, we have one condition, that is all the column names should be same in the all the sources. Okay, is it condition is satisfying here? We have the all the 4 files here and we have the same column names. Then only we can do this union all. Let's say I'm having here different column name and I'm having here different column names, means union all won't work. Why? Because it has to be have some common thing in all the sources. Then only we can do the union all. And input source structure should be same, that is what we are thinking, right? And the number of columns and order of data type should also be same, then only we can do this union all. Everything is matching here. Now let's create our destination here. Let's create some new table. Mapping, yes, everything is mapped correctly. Okay, good, we are good with the requirements. Okay, let's start executing this one, so that all the source data collected into union all and it will be loaded into the destinations. Let's start executing this one. If you see, first source 105, 105, 105, 105, all are some 400s plus 4 5s 20, so 420 records it has sent it to my destination. Let's test this, is it came or not. Let's select star. Yes, we got the data 420 records. Okay, this is how we can load the data by using the union all. So union all condition is what? Input source structure should be same in all the sources, then only we can do the union all. Here one more thing, one benefit is data can be, should not be in a sorted order, it can be a anything. Means let's say in my input here the data is in a proper order, here if it is in a, not in a proper order also it will load. Why? Because the condition is the column should match the data, it can be any, it can be anything like this, 1 and after 9 next 10th record, then again 2 record, it can be any order. Okay, condition is column should be matched. So this is how we can do the union all. Let me rename this. Okay, any doubts in this?
Question.
Yes.
Actually, right now you said that if you if we did the function union all, so that all the file source should have the same columns.
Yes.
Uh, if one of the flat file source have the extra column,
Okay.
what will union all will do? Will it execute or will it not execute?
It won't execute here. See, when we open here, we are seeing only the common columns if you observe here.
Okay.
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 If you want to ignore those records, we can ignore here actually. Let's say I'm having one fourth flat file here, I'm having some extra column here. So it will be
Yes.
displayed here. So what I can do is I can just ignore that one.
Okay. If we place union in place of union all, what should be the output?
Yeah, we can see that one also. So what are the things should be done for the union and union all? We'll see in the next session. So we have one other transformation called merge actually. So in this we can do the same concept, but we have some differences between the union all and merge here. Okay, but we have seen some condition in the SQL. If you remember in the SQL sessions, we have seen the differences between the union and union all. So can you
Yeah.
tell me what is the differences now?
Yeah. From that I understand that union means it will not repeat the same terms.
Exactly. Means it won't
Union
take
all
the
union.
duplicates.
Yeah, it won't take the duplicates, but union all means it will take everything,
Yes.
whatever it may be, the
Yeah.
duplicates or it's a unit.
Yes. See, the same thing was done here or not. I have the same records in the same. If you observe the all the four files, I'm having the same records. 105 records are same, repeated in the
Yes.
all these columns. What Union is doing, it is not checking whether this is a duplicate record or unique record. It is just loading, taking the source from here, taking the source from here, unioning all these things and sending to the destination. So our condition is satisfying here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So anything else? Divya, Nitin, do you have any doubts?
No.
Yeah, this is fine with me.
Okay. So that's all for today. So start practicing on this. So